Dear student, in last lecture we discussed about lyophilic colloids. Clear? Now today we are in second type, lyophobic colloids. Philic means attraction, phobic means repulsion. The word lyophobic means liquid heating. Colloidal particle has a repulsion with dispersion medium. કોલોઇડલ પાર્ટિકલ જેમાં રહેલા છે એને ડિસ્પર્શન ફેઝ જે લિક્વિડમાં રહેલા છે એના ઉપર રિપલ્શન હોય છે. તો કયા સબસ્ટેન્સ છે? સબસ્ટેન્સીસ લાઈક મેટલ્સ. યસ, when we make colloidal particles, ઘણા બધા atoms combining with each other and it comes into size of colloidal particle. Metals has no attraction toward water, and metallic sulfide like CuS, FeS, CdS, ZnS has a repulsion. Sulfide of the metal and metal particles has a repulsion. When simply mixed with the dispersion medium, do not form the colloidal salt. Obviously, when the particles of metal are mixing with the dispersion medium, એટલે જેમ આપણે dissolve કરશું તે easily does not form colloidal salt. Their colloidal salt can be prepared only by special methods, and as discussed later, એટલે આપણે next previous lecture માં આવશે. Such salts are called lyophobic salts. The colloidal particle has a repulsion with dispersion medium, so that are called lyophobic salt. Phobic means repulsion. Those are readily precipitated or coagulated. Precipitated means particles are combining with each other and it will be settled down in the bottom. That is called the precipitator. Once colloidal salt made of metal and we are stirring, then it will be combines with each other and settle down in the bottom. That process is called precipitated or coagulation. On the addition of small amount of electrolytes, when we add some electrolytes means compound which gives ion in the solution, which is called electrolyte. So some positive ion will be adsorbed on the colloidal particle and negative remains in the medium. So positive particle combines with negative and coagulation occurs, and it will be settled down in the bottom of the vessel. So coagulation occurs on which condition? Some electrolyte, when we add colloidal particle positive charge, negative charge સાથે neutral થઈ જાય and neutral particles ભેગા થઈને તળિયે બેસી જાય. By heating, ગરમ કરવાથી, by shaking, હલાવવાથી, and hence are not stable. Further, once precipitated, they do not give back the colloidal salt. Once it will be settled down in the bottom, we can't get once again colloidal salt. They do not give back the colloidal salt by simple addition of dispersion medium. Once precipitated occur થઈ ગયું સેપરેટ વેસલમાં, પછી આપણે એમાં ડિસ્પર્શન ફેઝ નાખીએ મીડિયમ, પાછું કોલોઇડલ સોલ્ટ નહીં બને. ઇટ મીન્સ ઇરિવર્સિબલ સોલ્ટ છે. લાયોફિલિક છે રિવર્સિબલ હતું, આ ઇરિવર્સિબલ છે. These salts are called irreversible salt. Lyophobic salt needs stabilizing agent. For then, yes, we will also discuss about it in our next lectures. Lyophobic salt na stability માટે કેટલા compound add કરવા પડે. We have to add some compounds for the stability of lyophobic salt. That is called stabilizing agents. Their preservations. For their preservations, we have to add some chemical and now lyophobic salt became lyophilic is already stable. No need to add this type of compound. But lyophobic are unstable, so we have to add some compounds into it. Now third classification, depending upon the type of the particles of the dispersed phase. Dispersed phase means colloidal particle. અને એ પાર્ટિકલ જેમાં રહેલા છે એ dispersion medium કહેવાય. Colloids are classified as multimolecular, macromolecular and associated colloids. Yes. Classification based on type of the particle of the dispersed phase. There are three. Dispersed phase means colloidal particle. Type of colloidal particles. On the basis of it, there are three types. Multimolecular colloids. Multimolecular means many molecules. Actually, any single atom or single molecule is not coming in the range of colloidal particle. So many atoms, many molecules are combining with each other and it converts into colloidal particle. So that is called a multimolecular. Multi means many. On dissolution, જ્યારે આપણે dissolve કરીએ any substance into medium, a large number of atoms or smaller molecules of a substance aggregate એટલે ભેગું થવું, collect together to form species having size in the colloidal range. Once again, any single atom, single molecule is not a colloidal particle, but size should be between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. So many atoms, many molecules are combining with each other. So colloidal range between 1 nanometer to 1000. These species thus formed are called multimolecular colloids. Yes, for example, gold salt may contain particles of, in simple word we can say, whenever atoms, molecules are combining with each other and whenever size is lying down between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, so that colloids is called multimolecular. એટલે ઘણા બધા atoms, ઘણા બધા molecules ભેગા થઈ અને colloid બન્યું. For example, a gold salt many contain particles of various size having many atoms. Sulfur salt, gold salt બનાવવું હોય તો many gold salts are combining with each other. અને પછીની સાઇઝ 1 to 1000 nanometer ની વચ્ચે આવી જાય. Sulfur salt consists of particles containing thousands or more of sulfur molecules. Many molecules of sulfur are combining with each other. Single molecule is not colloid, but many sulfur molecules are combining. એટલે ઘણા બધા particles જે ખૂબ જ small છે એ combine થઈ અને huge particle બનાવે કે જેની size colloidal particle જેટલી થઈ જાય. So that is called multimolecular colloids કહેવાય. Thousands of molecules, atoms are combining and it gives a colloidal particle. That is called multimolecular. નાના species, નાના atom, molecules combining થઈને colloid બન્યું. So which is called the multimolecular colloids. Now macro. Macro means very huge. Very huge. એટલે colloids કરતા ખૂબ જ size મોટી. ઓમાં શું હતું? colloids particle કરતા નાના particle ભેગા થઈને બને તો multimolecular. આ colloidal particle કરતા ખૂબ જ મોટો particle તૂટી નાના particle માં convert થાય. So macro. Macro એટલે huge particle માંથી colloids બને, which is called macromolecular colloids. macromolecules in suitable solvent form solution in which the size of the macromolecules, macro means huge, this is not micro, macro means very huge molecule in suitable solvent form solution in which the size of macromolecules macromolecular in suitable solvent form solution in which the size of the macromolecules may be the colloidal range, and such system are called macromolecular colloids. Whenever huge particle is dividing into small particles in the range of colloidal, એટલે કોઈ huge મોલેક્યુલ તૂટી અને કોલોઇડલ રેન્જમાં ડિવાઇડ થઈ જાય તો એ મેક્રો હ્યુજ મોલેક્યુલમાંથી બન્યો એટલે મેક્રોમોલેક્યુલર કોલોઇડ્સ કહેવાય. Such systems are called macromolecular colloids. These colloids are quite stable and resemble true solution in many respects. Yes, sir. When huge particle divides into small particle, so sometimes size of it is near about 1 nanometer. So it look like a real true solution, real solution many respects. Example of naturally occurring macromolecules are starch. Yes, in potato, inside starch is present, which is huge molecule. When it divides into small particles in colloidal range, cellulose, in the farm there is a cellulose. We are using cotton, wool, proteins and enzymes are very huge particles, and those of man-made macromolecules also, polythene, nylon, polyester, polystyrene, synthetic rubber, etc. are macromolecules. When we dissolve in proper solvent, so it will be breaks and convert into colloidal size. એટલે જ્યારે મોટો મોલેક્યુલ માંથી નાના મોલેક્યુલ બને, so it is called the macromolecular colloids. Now third one is the associated colloids, and another name is the micelles. Associated colloids, otherwise micelles. There are substances which at low concentrations behave as a normal strong electrolytes, but at higher concentration exhibit colloidal behavior due to the formation of aggregates. These aggregate particles thus formed are called micelles. So what is difference in micromolecular colloids and associate, not macro, but here is multi-molecular colloids and associate colloids. Difference. Actually, multi-molecular colloids are forms from small particles like atoms and molecules. But in this colloid, concentration is not needed. In this case, at low concentration, particles are very small and far from each other. When we increase the concentration, So particles aggregate means ભેગા થાય and convert into colloidal particle at particular temperature and particular concentration. It makes a colloidal particle, and that colloids is called micelles. Multimolecular માં concentration needed nothing. Here concentration is compulsory. There are some substances which at low concentration behave as normal solution. Yes, it behaves like a true solution of electrolyte, but at higher concentration exhibit colloidal behavior due to the formation of aggregate. Aggregate means collect through. The aggregated particles thus formed are called micelles. At high concentration, when particles are coming to each other and convert into colloidal particle, that is called micelles, otherwise associated colloids. They are also known as associated colloid. Another name of micelles is associated, means ભેગું થવું, collect થવું. The formation of micelles take place only above a particular temperature called Kraft temperature. Yes. When we take particles into the solution, concentration is high but temperature is very low, then it never aggregate with each other. They aggregate at a particular temperature, and that temperature is called Kraft temperature. Yes, aggregate means collect at a particular temperature. At particular temperature where micelle occurs in the solution, that is called Kraft temperature, and above a particular concentration called critical micelle concentration, CMC. CMC means critical micelle concentration. Micelle occurs in the solution at particular temperature and particular concentration. જો આ concentration કરતા less હોય તો micelle નહીં બને. અમુક temperature થી નીચે micelle નહીં બને. At particular temperature where micelles occurs, that is called Kraft temperature, and particular concentration micelle occurs, that is called critical micelle concentration, CMC. On dilution, these colloids, once a micelle is made at particular temperature and particular concentration, we are diluting by adding some water. So micelles will be dissociated and convert into real solution. એટલે જે particles છે colloidal, એ પાછો concentration decrease થઈ જાય, so આ બધા particles separate થઈ જાય, convert into real solution. On dilution, these colloids revert back to individual ions. Aggregated particles will be decomposed. Surface active agents such as soaps and synthetic detergent. Yes. Example of associated colloids, otherwise micelles, is our household soaps, sabu, and synthetic detergents, washing soda, belong to this class. Yes. In the bucket, when we take water, we are adding some detergent, very less amount, so it never gives froth, the finium. And when we add some more detergents, so it gives a froth. So soap and detergent gives froth in the water at a particular concentration, so micelle occurs. For soap, the CMC is underlined in your book MCQ. Soap mate, when we make micelle of soap into our water, so CMC is 10 raised to minus 4 molarity, mol per liter 0.00012, 0.001 molarity needed. Concentration. This colloid have both lyophilic and lyophobic part. Yes. In the soap, particle has two parts. Lyophilic, this one, and lyophobic. In the soap and detergent, molecule having two parts. One part is attracted toward the water, so lyophilic, and some part organic compound. Ionic part is there which attracts toward water, lyophilic, and hydrocarbon and organic part in the soap and detergent repels to water, that is the lyophobic. We will also discuss about it in our next point. Micelle may contain as many as 100 molecules or more. For getting one micelle, minimum 100 molecules of soap or detergent combines with each other and makes one micelle. One micelle means one colloidal particle of soap or detergent getting minimum 100 or more combining with each other. Now, most timely question, describe the mechanism of micelle formation. How micelle forms up. Describe the mechanism of micelle formation. How micelle forms up. Yes. One of the IMP question, describe how micelle is forms up. Describe. Question read first once again. Describe the mechanism of micelle formation. How micelle forms up. Yes, one by one. Let us take the example of soap solution. આપણે સાબુનું solution લઈએ. When we add soap into the water, actually soap is a sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acid and may be represented as RCOOH is a carboxylic acid, and whenever number of carbons are more, so which is called fatty acid, actually carboxylic acid. In the carboxylic acid, whenever number of carbons are more, so which is called fatty acid. And when it react with base, like in washing soda, base is sodium hydroxide, HNO removes, so it gives sodium carboxylate. But in the bath soap, there is a potassium stearate. Yes, જે કપડા ધોવાનો સોડા હોય સોપ હોય છે એમાં સોડિયમ કાર્બોક્સિલેટ, જે નાવાનો સોપ હોય છે એમાં પોટેશિયમ કાર્બોક્સિલેટ હોય છે. રિપ્રેઝન્ટ RCOOH, ક્લિયર. સોડિયમ સ્ટીરેટ, actually stearic acid, CH3 CH2 16 and COOH. 16 plus 1 plus 1, 18 carbon having carboxylic acid is called stearic acid, and sodium salt of it, so which is called sodium stearate, which is a major component of many bar soaps. આપણે જે કપડા ધોવાનો સોડા હોય છે, there is a sodium stearate હોય છે. There is a sodium stearate. When it dissolved in water, yes, So obviously ionization occurs. You can see sodium stearate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 number of carbons having carboxylic acid. Stearate minus and Na plus. When we dissolve into water, so ionization occurs. So negative part is here stearate ion. Na plus moves toward the water. Here actually what happens, you can see in this stearate ion there are two parts. Hydrophobic tail, tail means puchli. This part is polar. You can see COO minus. COO minus negative part હાઇડ્રોફિલિક અને વોટર ઉપર આ તો પાણીમાં ચાલ્યું હતું. હવે જે ક્લિન્સિંગ કરશે મેલનું dust removes from the cloth this part of the soap. Stearate. Stearate has two parts. This is hydrocarbon part. એને વોટર પ્રત્યે રિપલ્સન હોય છે. ઇટ ઇઝ કારણ કે આ નોન પોલર છે. આટલો પાર્ટ નોન પોલર. સો હાઇડ્રોફોબિક means water પ્રત્યેની repulsion છે. This is called tail. It look like this, tail. And head means માથું. Polar. The polar છે, it is an attraction toward water of the positive part of hydrogen. આગળનો જે ભાગ છે COO polar છે, તો water polar છે અને attraction હોય. So hydrophilic part COO minus. And remaining part which is hydrocarbon long chain of 17 carbon, it is a repulsion with water, so which is called hydrophobic tail. A water प्रति attracted ना हो hydrophobic, a water प्रति attracted हो hydrophilic part कहवाय. Yes, you can see hydrophilic tail. Now in this RCOO minus ions, carboxylate ion are two part, a long hydrocarbon chain we discussed, which is called alkyl group, non-polar tail puchli, which is hydrophobic, water repelling. કારણ કે હાઇડ્રોકાર્બન પાર્ટ છે એ નોન પોલર છે. વોટર છે એ પોલર છે એટલે એટ્રેક્શન ના હોય. પોલર ગ્રુપ COO માઇનસ નેગેટિવ પાર્ટ છે called polar ionic head, which is hydrophilic, water loving. water પ્રત્યે attraction હોય. Therefore the carboxylate ion are present on the surface with their COO minus group in water, and hydrocarbon chain are staying away from it and remain at the surface. You can see stearate ion. This is tail, hydrophobic, and head is hydrophilic. Polar part COO minus has attraction toward water, but hydrocarbon part has a repulsion with water. But at critical micelle concentration, the anions are pulled into the bulk of the solution and aggregate to form a spherical shape with their hydrocarbon chain pointing toward the center of the sphere with COO minus part remaining outward on the surface of the sphere. An aggregate disk form is known as ionic micelle. Yes, you can see arrangement of stearate ions, surface of water at low concentration of soap, aggregation of stearate ion inside the bulk of water at critical micelle concentration of soap. What happens here? You can see hydrophobic part aggregate ભેગો થાય. નોન પોલર વચ્ચે એટ્રેક્શન હોય છે. આ પોલર પાર્ટ છે it will be remains on the surface. It makes a huge particle, more than 100 or more than 100. This type of stearate ion combines with each other, 100 or more than 100, and polar part remains on the surface of the sphere. એક સ્ફિયર બનાવશે, ગોળો બનાવશે. હવે 100 કે તેથી વધારે ભેગા થઈ એગ્રીગેટ થઈ એમાંથી પોલર પાર્ટ છે સરફેસ ઉપર રહેશે. That is called a micelle. Yes, aggregate does form. એટલે આ જે ભાગ છે ટેલ હાઇડ્રોફોબિક છે. હાઇડ્રોફોબિક નોન પોલર એટ્રેક્શન એ બધા ભેગા થાય અને પોલર પાર્ટ છે સરફેસ ઉપર રહેશે અને એક મિસાઇલ બનાવશે એક પર્ટિક્યુલર કોન્સન્ટ્રેશન ઉપર. ક્રિટિકલ મિસાઇલ કોન્સન્ટ્રેશન એટલે ઓછી કોન્સન્ટ્રેશન અત્યારે નહીં, હાઈ કોન્સન્ટ્રેશન ઉપર એગ્રીગેટ થાય અને 100 કે તેથી વધારે એમાં નોન પોલર પાર્ટ છે બધા અંદરની સાઈડ અને પોલર પાર્ટ છે સરફેસ ઉપર સ્ફિયરમાં આવી જાય એટલે આયોનિક મિસાઇલ બનશે. This missile may contain many hundred such ions. Similarly, in the case of detergents, sodium lauryl sulfate, એટલે જે રીતે સાબુમાં આવું થાય છે, same process occurs in the detergent. In the detergent, which chemicals is present which makes this type of micelles? So in the detergent, lauryl means total number of carbon 12. You can see CH211 and 12 carbon with sulfate. That is called sodium, positive ion for sodium lauryl sulfate. When we dissolve into water, so here is CH3CH211 is the hydrocarbon part. And this one is the polar part. Polar part attracts toward the water. So hydrophilic and hydrophobic part also there. And same process, it makes a micelle. Here sulfate ion remains on the surface and lyophobic part aggregate and makes a micelle along with the long hydrocarbon. Hence, mechanism micelle formation here also is same as that of soap. જેવું સોપમાં થાય છે એવું જ સેમ અહીંયા જોવા મળશે in the detergent also. Now we will meet in our next lecture. Till then, bye. Send your homework carefully.